Hello, y'all, and welcome back to VoseNet. I'm your host, The Doc, and today we're going to talk about the big news of the week, kinda, and it's the haymaker knockout punch of Rougned Odor. I think that's how you say it. I'm not a Latino dialect speaker, or whatever you call it, but anyway, let's get into the video. We're talking about how Rougned felt like he had to send a message to Jose Bautista and lay haymaker onto him, which nearly knocked him out. But he recovered very well, so I'm proud of him on that aspect, even though he didn't get a hit in, but he survived and was able to keep his feet. And it's just, this issue has led me to more wanting to discuss the ratings decline in MLB. I feel like this moment in baseball really shows like the issue that they're facing. Jose Bautista had a moment in the past where he flipped his bat after he hit a big home run when he played Texas in the playoffs. And it was pretty much the home run that led them to win the series and move on in the playoffs. And Texas didn't take too kindly of it, and they still hold a grudge to this day where they don't really like Jose Bautista, so they were throwing at him, and they hit him with a pitch in his previous at bat, which led to this whole altercation. And this just really shows how badly that baseball needs to embrace the players' personalities. By not embracing these players' personalities, their numbers will continue to decline, and then there will always be an issue with getting young people involved, like myself or anybody else who's viewing this video. Because I know personally, I don't watch baseball as much as I used to when I was a kid, because it doesn't really hold any real connection to me, because there's nobody I can identify with. I mean, if I ever look at baseball, I only really like a Bryce Harper, or I really like Yasiel Puig, because they show their personality and then they can really get behind that guy and want them to do well. But by baseball allowing players to hit another player for showing how they feel about a play, which is once in his career, because Jose Bautista is not even a guy to do this consistently. That really just shows the major issue to baseball, because in 1967, they had a high ratings as high as 25 in the Nielsen ratings, and now today they're under 10s in their common viewership, and that's not good at all. That's more than a 200% drop, I would say. That's a big drop for a sporting event to go through, and to be able to. And if you go through such a decline, you're not going to be able to hold the same fanship, and then you're not going to have the whole revenue that you had before. So it's really important for baseball to figure this out. And at this moment, I think that baseball is really going through some tough times, and they should look at how other sports such as UFC is really getting into allowing players to show their personalities, like a Conor McGregor or a John Jones Bones, even though they're complete fools at times. And what they do is kind of wild, like with John Jones' cocaine habit, and well, they're into some bad stuff, but they still represent such a huge success in UFC, because UFC is getting to a point where it's eclipsing boxing, and that's amazing to think of a sport that was so far behind when it was purchased for $2 million when it was first. When the first inception of UFC was worth $2 million that it sold for, now it's worth billions, and that's crazy to think of, and that's because they have a stark contrast to how baseball thinks of showing their athletes. They let them be themselves and act a fool even if they don't agree with it, but it still draws people in to want to watch people play. So if I was baseball, I would really look at this moment as a moment to really start embracing change and allowing their players to be themselves. So that's all I've got for you guys today. This was Doc. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe and leave a like. This is a big step for the channel. I know we don't have a lot of fans initially right now, but it's good to see whoever's here now. Just leave a comment so I can talk to you guys and see what you guys think of it too. So just keep interacting, and then I want to see what you guys think of it as well. So thanks for viewing, and come back again.